Hello YouTubers, I finally got my taxes finished and printed up, and it'll just be a matter of mailing them, well, getting them ready for mailing tomorrow. And then I've got a Form 5500 EZ to do for my, well, it was the pension profit sharing fund that's all been rolled into an IRA now, so it doesn't matter. Pay no attention to that faith mission envelope or whatever's up there covering up my Social Security number. Meanwhile, we've got come here, Joe. We have we've had rain all day, more or less. Not really bad, but just, you know, there it is. Here, let's show you the more local view. Ba-ding. There we are. Oh, let's get it to move. There we go. Let's see here. You gonna move for me, boys? There we go. I'm right about between Delaware and Dublin along I-71, which is the blue or the purple thing there, just south of the you know, bend there, the angle there. So that gives you an idea of where we are. Oh, come on, focus now. Don't be a toad. It's been rainy and a bit foggy all day today. You can see the fog coming in this morning around, you know, between 2, 3, and 4 when I'd get up, you know, to do what older guys have to do when they get up in the night. And no, not get on the internet. Although sometimes that too. The deer, I think I saw some deer this morning. I haven't seen any turkeys yet here so far this spring. Although I guess they'll be sort of in the breeding season here in about 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah. Little rain. Let's try this again. First time I did it, the thing shut off after about 3-4 seconds. I think my battery was getting low. Although it only showed 2 bars left. So learning curves with new equipment. The point I wanted to make today was, well, because after I got done doing my taxes, I was looking at YouTube videos, as one does, and there's just tons and tons and tons and tons of things coming into my feed. And you know, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers recently, and I really want to thank them for their interest. And I look at their channel, and I go back and I subscribe to them. It's the courteous thing to do. I know a lot of people don't do that, and after you hit a certain point, you can't do that, but I still can. And if they're not a purely gaming channel, you know, I'll subscribe to them, because a lot of these folks seem like very nice folks with, you know, some interesting stuff. And but you know, I mean, there's only so many things you can look at in any given day. car. But what has happened, it seems, and I think this is all driven by I think this is one of these unintended consequences of YouTube's new policy about driving monetization by view time and subscriber numbers is you have people putting up anywhere between 3 to 6 relatively short videos in a day. Maybe anywhere from 40 seconds long, a minute long, to a minute and a half, 2 minutes long. I saw one guy put up 12 of these things one day. Because he didn't. Well, because he wants to get the view counts. See. Rather than putting them together into say a 10, 12-minute piece, boom, 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 boom. Okay. The other thing people are doing, and I think this is really the unintended consequence of the view time requirement, are people doing these repeated, extended live streams that go on for an hour and a half, 2.5, 3 hours, 3.5 hours sometimes, and more than just one in a day. I mean, I saw one guy put 3 of these 2.5, 3 hour things up one day. First of all, very few people handle the live stream format very well. It's a hard format to do well. There's 4 folks I watch that do live streams fairly well. 2 of them do it very, very well. Well, 3 of them do it very well. Well, hell, they all do them well, but the one that does it best is In the Trenches with Kaz from Dean Caswell out of Australia. Absolutely splendid live streams. Very focused. Very expressive of his opinions and ideas, as well as addressing people's stuff off to the side. Gail Crabtree also does very good live streams for basically the same reasons. My nephew Ed does very reasonable live streams when he finally, but he doesn't do them all the time. He does them rarely, but when he does them, he doesn't do them badly at all. Ed B. Gail Crabtree's the one that and then In the Trenches with Kaz, and then another individual does them very, very well, and he does them sort of like on the move. Is That's Brad out of the Manchester, England area. He does them very, very well, and he doesn't do them every day. I mean, he doesn't abuse the system. I think you have a number of people who are abusing the system by flooding the YouTube format with live streams. I can do live streams. I'm eligible to do live streams. I mean, when I say I can do them, I'm eligible to do them. I haven't learned how to do the technical stuff, and I don't think I'd be good at the format. And I don't have that. I mean, I have 354 subscribers. I routinely get between 20 and 30 views on each video. On the off chance that somebody would, 3 or 4 of those people would be watching me on a live stream, it's not worth their time. And I don't, again, like I say, I don't think I'd be very good at it. So I might try it at some point. If by some sheer chance of luck in a couple of 3 years I get up to 600, 650, I might try it. But I certainly wouldn't try to abuse the system. Well, one, I don't monetize my things. But I'm sure it's just, I don't think there's any remedy for it. It's easy enough for me to do. I just, go through and just hide all these things, unless I have an intention of watching them later on. And I rarely ever get to watch them live anyway. The Australian fella is, there's a 14-hour, 15-hour time difference. I don't stay up much, very often past 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So guys that put stuff up then, I occasionally will catch Gail when she does a live stream. I occasionally will catch that's Brad, because he's doing his stuff from the side of canals and things in Manchester, and so his time difference, he's doing it like maybe in the late afternoon, early afternoon. So it's the 5-hour time difference isn't a big problem for me a lot of times. And of course, Ed is Central Time Zone. Gail's, I think she's Eastern Time Zone. No, she may be Central Time Zone. No, I think she's Eastern Time Zone. So, well, that just occurred to me today, and it's not frustrating. I just think it's an abuse of the system in some ways, and another, and the law of unintended consequences. So I'm reading it on Good Friday evening at the Good Friday service, and reading on Easter Sunday at the 8 o'clock service. So I'll get these tax returns packaged up tomorrow, and then that actually ought to have that stuff wiped, But I've got one more thing to do. I've got to do a Form 5500 EZ for my profit sharing plan that I closed out. Yeah, and then of course I got to pay the estimated tax for the first quarter, so there'll be $2,500 a hit per quarter to the feds, and for the state, I'll probably pay them, send them, oh gosh, probably $425 a quarter to the state, and because things, the taxes will be about the same next year, because my income ain't going to change much for the next 3 years, or shouldn't anyway. So I'll say bye-bye, YouTubers.